Hey, thanks for joining us. Coach Lauren here with Reaction Nutrition.
Coach Alex with Oak Strength.
We have an awesome partner workout today, but if you don't have a partner, don't worry. You can just alternate the movements and we will still figure that out for you. So no partner, no problem. But we're gonna do a kind of mixed modal workout today with some swings and some overhead stuff, some planking, a little cardio piece in the middle there. So we'll kind of hit all aspects. You will need something to swing. Now that could be a backpack, it could be a jug. If you have even, so I know some people have weights at home like a dumbbell or a plate, anything that you can swing, and we'll walk you through that. You need something to hold over your head. So that could be a broomstick, what else we got?
Sledgehammer.
Yeah, we have a sledgehammer because we're awesome.
PVC pipe.
Oh, you can even take a towel. You can take a towel and hold it long and hold it that way. So plenty of options for that. And a towel for sliders. So we're gonna show you that. But some hardwood surface that you're able to slide your feet on. That was a lot to take in. So something to swing, something to hold over your head, and a hardwood floor, and a towel or a shirt or a cloth to use for that.
And possibly a partner.
Okay, let's go. We're gonna get you guys started with a warm up. So Alex is gonna demo for me. The first thing we're gonna do is kind of like a windmill. So go ahead and stand facing the camera so they can see it. There we go. All right, so feet are gonna be a little bit wide, and she is going to take her left arm and reach down towards her middle of her feet with the other arm reaching opposite. So like kind of get some twisting in the spine. No, my bad, up here.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go.
Windmill,
Perfect. All right, so here's kind of the windmill position. So her torso is facing this way and she's reaching with her eyes too, so she's getting a lot of flexion through that spine. She's just gonna hold this for another 5 seconds or so. If you can't go opposite, this is harder. She could go middle, but that's great, that's more twisting. And then she can come on up, and now we'll go other side. So now she's gonna take this arm and reach towards the floor, and then she's trying to reach up, and you see this big twist in her back here? This is good. We're trying to open up that thoracic, open up that back a little bit. We're gonna have some swings and things today, so I wanna make sure that's nice and loose. Keep holding. Awesome, stand on up. And now let's do 3 reps each side, just kind of fluid through that, and I'll join you. So we're just gonna reach, hit, and then switch other side. Hit, other side. Palms should be facing out, away from your body. I did it wrong the first rep, excuse me. Palm out, facing away. This will be the last one on this side. Excellent. All right, next thing we're gonna do are just some step back lunges. So I don't need to really coach her up on this. We'll just watch us do it together. We're gonna take a step backwards, so show you from the side, tap that knee, and then come up and switch. Tap that knee, and then come up. We're gonna do 10. Here's 2. Make sure you keep that torso nice and tall. Think about keeping your hips squeezed tight or your butt squeezed tight so that you're not curving your back as you lunge and leaning. We don't want to lean. Bad. Good. Do 2 more each leg. Was it really? Oh, wow. I must do this sometimes.
Good.
Last. Oh, okay. I think I was behind. All right. Awesome. So we did some rotational stuff, we did some leg stuff, and now I want to warm that core up. So we're going to do something called a dead bug, if you've ever heard of this. Picture a dead bug on the floor. It's got its legs up in the air. That's how this wonderful thing got its name. So Alex's low back is pressed into the ground. She's got her feet up. She's going to reach her arms up. And I just want you to pick a foot and lower it down. Slow, slow, slow. She's going to pause. Not going to go all the way down because that may cause her back to come off the ground. She's going to squeeze it up. While you're doing this, think about bringing your kind of bra line or your sternum towards your belt line or towards your waistline the whole time. Do the next foot. So she's reaching actively. See how she flexed her toe? That makes it harder. Come back up. This foot. She pulls that toe up towards her. That's going to activate this whole back side of her leg here. Back up. Other leg. Hold. So she's shaking a little, warming up. Back up. Excellent. Relax. All right. Sweet. So last thing I want to do, because we are going to do some overhead stuff, is just kind of some active arm motions, lack of better terms. Take your arms, and we're going to go ahead and just put them straight up above your head. Wherever it might be bent a little bit, you may not have perfect range of motion. Alex is showing you a nice side view. And we're going to go a little bit wider like a Y, and you're trying to reach thumbs back behind you without flaring out your chest. So I'm reaching back, and I want you to go tight and wide, all the while trying to reach your thumbs back behind you. So this is nice and active. So Alex is giving you a back view. You can see how everything is activating through here on her back. She's breathing heavy. It's a small motion, but it's intentional activation versus like, let's jog in place where you're just getting your body hot. That's more activation of the muscles. Warm-up's done now, so we're gonna go ahead and demonstrate the different movements that we have today. We kind of have a part one and a part two. So I'm gonna start with the first part. And the first thing's gonna be a commonly referred to as a kettlebell swing, but we're just gonna call it a swing. And anything that you have, so we mentioned backpacks, jugs, whatever. Alex has a Clorox container here. Given the handle and the awkwardness, she's gonna do a single arm swing. This is a lot harder than a double arm swing or a normal swing. But we're just gonna bend the knees a little bit, hitch the hips back, and squeeze the butt and come to standing. So everything comes together. Notice her back is staying flat, and it's very, very dynamic and active through the hip. It's not a squat, her knees are not bending down, it's a hinge, all right? So we're gonna do that for 20 seconds. I would recommend doing one arm the first time. We will do this again. So if you wanna switch to the other arm, you can do that the second time. So that's the first movement, all right? While she's doing that, I did mention this is a partner workout. I'm her partner, so I'm just gonna be holding a plank, whatever plank I want. I could be here, I could be here, she's swinging, I could be here. Whatever you wanna do, any type of planking variation. Then we switch. She goes to plank, and then I swing. And that's the first round. So it's 20 seconds each, equaling 40 seconds. Then we'll go to part two. So if you can stay there, Alex, we're gonna go to a Cossack squat. So she's gonna be fairly wide. Ideally toes straight. If you need to put them out a little bit, that's okay. Some ankle issues. She's going to lunge or squat to one side, hold, and come up. Nice and controlled. Back to this side now, and up. So as you see, her knee is tracking her toe. It's not caving in, and she's getting good depth. Now let's say Alex can't go that low. She may go that far. That's fine. Do what you can. Nothing wrong with that. She'll go 20 seconds. While she's doing that, I'm gonna be doing a wonderful overhead squat hold. So if you have something like a broomstick, that's awesome. We were getting a little crazy and we had the idea of maybe, hey, I can use a sledgehammer. It doesn't matter, just something to hold over your head. And we're gonna hold in an overhead squat position, which means it's nice and wide, and just go down to the bottom and hold. So she's holding here, it's staying behind the back of her head or in line with the back of her skull. It'd be bad if it was falling forward, that means it's too low for her. Maybe she needs to come higher so she can have a better upper body mobility, okay? We're just holding that. You can relax. So, she squats, I'm holding, and then we flop. I squat, and she holds. The last thing is gonna be pike-ups. So we mentioned having a slider or a towel of some kind to make sure that you can slide on a surface. So hard surface, we're gonna use the turf here. She's in this flat position and she is going to pull with her legs up, hiking her hips to the ceiling. This is a lot of core and a lot of leg, and then she's gonna come back out. Staying stable through her shoulder, keeping her shoulders stacked over her wrists. Maybe she only goes halfway. Maybe that's as high as you can pike to there. That's fine. Do what you can. Relax. While she's piking, I'm just holding a plank again. Any plank. On my elbows, on my arms. This may seem like a lot. Please don't turn off the video and be like, that's way too much stuff. I don't know what's going on. We are going to walk you through it. Essentially, for this workout, if you're alone, do whatever Alex does or do whatever I do. Don't do what we both do, because then you'll do the same thing. So just watch me the whole time and work when I work. We're going off of a timer. So the timer's gonna keep us in sync the whole time. All right, we ready?
Here we go.
Okay. All right, so first things first. She's swinging, I'm planking. So get your equipment ready. Again, if you're alone and you're following Alex, just start the workout with her. We're gonna start in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. So as you're doing that swing, you wanna make sure that you keep your back aligned, your core tight, and really explosive. She's really exploding those hips and working as hard as she can. Her toes are grabbing the ground, and she's protecting her back by having an active core. Remember to do one arm the whole time. Then we're switching. Now it's my turn. So if you're following Alex, you should be planking. If you have a partner, then we switched. I'm exploding as hard as I can. Keeping my shoulder engaged, especially if I'm single arm. And switch. Now, Alex is Cossack squatting. If she wants a load, she can have a load. If she doesn't, she can put it down, and I'm doing an overhead hold. It's a quick transition. 3, 2, 1. Now I'm gonna squat. She's gonna hold. Remember, go as low as you can on that squat. If you're working with Alex and you're mimicking her, don't go too far down on that hold if it gives you bad upper body posture. Keep that pulled back as much as you can and have a fairly wide grip. Alex is doing pike ups. Or no, Izami doing pike ups? All right, cool. Alex has got pike ups and I'm doing a plank. Go as high as you can on those pikes. It may not be all the way, that's okay. All right, and we're gonna go back to the beginning after this, so that's my turn for pikes. We're gonna do this all one more time. So now Alex is back to her swings, and I'm holding a plank. Yep. So now she switched hands to make sure that she's working both sides of her body. As it gets harder to breathe during these workouts, you have to fight harder to brace yourself. Make sure I'm hinging at the hip, high, keeping my knees soft, and then straightening them hard. Really exploding through that swing. Now she's moving on to the squat as I plank. Again, going as low as she can. Her knees are tracking her toes. She comes up for a brief second in the middle and descends right back down into that squat. Hold load or not, totally up to you. Four, 3, 2, 1. Alex has got pike ups. I'm in my plank. Squeeze up as high as you can. Push through the ground with your hands. Keep those shoulders stacked. She's squeezing her abs, driving through her toes. 4, 3, 2, 1. My turn. All right, so that concludes our part 1 of our circuit. Next up, we're gonna switch to kind of a little aerobic burner. So we're just gonna get our cardio up a little bit. First action we're gonna do is a jump squat. You wanna demo, Alex? So we're squatting down. She's jumping up as high as she can. Using those arms for momentum, but stopping to pull herself back down. The more intensity you put into this, the harder it's going to be. Part 2, it's gonna be skaters. So she's gonna jump from side to side. Jump in, hit. See how she's finding her balance? That's a lot harder on the tension of your muscles versus just going fast back and forth. Both are fine though. Faster is gonna be more cardio, right? Next up, we're gonna do a crab walk. So we are on our hands and our toes, essentially our feet. She's gonna get her butt a little bit off the ground. She has a lot off the ground, which is awesome. This is way harder. The lower, the easier, and she's just walking. So she's gonna take a few steps forward, a few steps back, just for time. So Alex and I will be telling you when to switch during these exercises. If your shoulders are a little tight, be careful on this one. Don't wanna feel anything pinching or pulling. If you do, just hold a plank during this time. Last is gonna be bear crawl. She's gonna flip over. Now she's on hands and knees. She get the knees a little bit off the ground and she's crawling, keeping this back nice and flat. I could put a tub of water on there and no water would spill out. All right, so you need no equipment but you for this. Our 5-minute timer is gonna start. And when it does, in 10 seconds, we will start the jump squats. I'll demo this way, Alex will demo this way. No partner here, we're just working together. And begin. Whatever tempo you can manage is fine. Don't worry about how fast we're going or how slow we're going. Do what you can. Showing control, pushing as hard as you can. Three, two, one. Skaters. Alex will be in front, I'll be in back, and begin. Hit and go. Try to balance for a second, right back into it. Nice job, guys. Just keep a good rhythm. Try to focus on your breathing. Three, two, one. All right, we're crab walking. So, sit on the ground, feet flat, hands facing forward, push up. When you lift up, it's opposite. Step, step, do it with us now. Here we go, we're walking. Feels good. Go a little faster. I'll do 10 steps forward, 10 steps back. This will be harder the less I try to wobble. Lock in my core as tight as I can be. There we go. If this hurts your wrists, this hurts your shoulders, again, just hold the plank. Alex is gonna demo that. Just holding that plank, showing control. Very good. Looking at my timer, get 10 seconds left. Keep it up. Keep driving through that plank, or keep doing that crab walk. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fun's not done yet. Moving on to that bear crawl. So, wrist right under shoulder, keep that stacked. You're gonna lift your knees off the ground just a few inches, and opposite side, opposite foot, we're walking. Same thing here, keep those hips locked in. Try not to wobble. As many steps as you want. If this is too challenging, you're like, Lauren, Alex, I can't do this. Just hold your bear crawl. That's okay. Hold it in place and just show control. So you could just be here, that's all right. Otherwise, we're moving. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are going to finish up with our jump squats. All right? Get a nice smooth tempo with this. We got a minute and a half of jump squats to do. Minute and a half, and then we're done. All right? We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Find a good tempo. Here we go. It's not blazing fast. This is a minute and a half. It's not 10 seconds. Try to keep a tempo you can stick to. There we go. If it burns, that's all right. We shake it out. We jump back in. I try to take a time. Lauren, make it for 30 seconds. Once I get there, then I shake it out. Okay, I can shake it out. I'm gonna count to 3. I'm gonna get right back in it. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Pick a number, make it to there. Alex is showing you the squat option. Maybe you've got an ankle that hurts, a knee that's wonky. That's fine. Ooh, I gotta shake it out. We only got 35 seconds left. Give me the last 30 seconds, we're not stopping, all right? 3, 2, 1, don't stop. You can squat, you can jump, it's up to you. I want something that you won't stop. Here we go. 15 seconds. I know it burns. That's okay. You can do anything for 10. Speed it up. Last 10. Come on. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Good job, partner. All right. We don't need the clock anymore. We're done with that. But I want you to go ahead where you're at. Hands above your head. I want you to take a walk around the room that you're in. You can go behind the neck. And just relax. I'm trying to open up that chest to get big breathing. We're just walking. Funny fact is, if you walk backwards, it actually calms you down faster. Don't hit anything. Make sure there's nothing in your living room, wherever you are. But walk slowly backwards. You're going to be amazed at how quickly your breathing and heart rate calms down. As we do this, big breath in through the nose, and then slowly let it out through the mouth. When you take that big breath into the nose, don't make it aggressive. That's not helpful. That excites you. Go slow. Try to fill that diaphragm. Slow out through the mouth. All right, we're gonna come back to middle. We're gonna go ahead and sit down on the ground. Unless your heart's just beating like crazy out of your chest. If that's happening, don't sit down yet. Let that calm down a little bit more. I'm feeling okay, so I'm gonna go down. You're gonna take your feet, and I want you to push your knees to the same side. So they're facing the same way. And in this position, I'm gonna pick a knee, act like I'm pushing my belly button to the wall in front of me, and hinge over that knee, just like a kettlebell swing. You're gonna feel it high in your hip. So I'm trying not to just completely fall on my knee, but it's like I'm pushing myself forward. At the same time, think about driving your butt or hip down and away. So I'm driving my butt and hip down and away as my belly button chest is driving forward. It's like you're stretching your hip socket. We're gonna hold this for 20 seconds. Don't forget about your breathing while we're here. Big, long breath into the nose. Let it out slow through the mouth. Good. Come out of that slow. You're just gonna pick up your knees and flop to the other side. Same thing. I'm reaching over that knee, belly button to the wall in front of me. Spine or tailbone almost reaching up and away from the floor as I'm reaching towards the wall or away from my spine. 20 seconds here, or 2 or 3 nice big deep breaths. Keep reaching. It's a little bit of an active stretch. We're not just flopping over our knee, keeping our spine tall. Good. All right, how you feel, Alex? Cool down? Very good. All right. If you need any more stretches, feel free to take this time and maybe stretch out your quads. You could do some of this. You can even do some hug, whatever you need to make sure you're loosened up and feel ready to go for the next day, tomorrow, whatever that may be. But we are done here, so we're gonna close it out.
Nice job.
Yeah? That was a turkey, in case you didn't know.